What's good, YouTube? Boy, Humble Warrior back with you guys another video. So I listened to the XM radio interview done with Tua Tagovailoa per Dougie Dubron's reaction video as of 11 hours ago, which would be yesterday. I like this new side of Tua. As a matter of fact, I got into it with some retard on Twitter. I'm not gonna call his name, but him and his little minions decided that by Tua saying that he's, gonna call people out and they should better call him out, and if they can't help the team win, they get out. They said that's hypocrisy because, hypocrisy because when Brian Flores was the head coach, he would call players out and he would demand excellence and so on and so forth. And as they said, Tua went crying to the GM, who then, talked to the owner, who then fired Brian Flores. I don't ever recall Tua actually going to the GM about Brian Flores. Don't recall that at all, but that's the narrative. He went to go cry about being beat up by Brian Flores. My only knock with Brian Flores was that into his time under his tenure, he did nothing to improve the offense outside of drafting Jalen Waddle. That's all he did. So you expect him to carry a bunch of pail buckets and paint cans to the playoffs and the Super Bowl with next to nothing offensively to help him out, and yet the fan base jumped on his back too for his below mediocre play, and they failed to realize that players like Mahomes, Burrow, Herbert, Hurts, all these other guys had weapons around them to help them win games and make the postseason. But because it's Tua, the narrative is, well, he don't need much to win a game. There you go, my love. Where's you go?
The mail from the other day.
Oh, no, that ain't it. Okay. But the narrative is that, he needs everything around him to be perfect. He doesn't. But he was giving Waddle and Tyreek Hill his third year. He was giving Waddle his second year. He's giving Tyreek Hill his third year. They just signed OBJ, who they're slowly bringing him along, and he's expected to make his debut at some point in the regular season. Probably, if I had to guess, maybe week 3 or 4. But they gave him Raheem Mostert. They drafted Von A-Chain. He doesn't have a prominent tight end like that. Now they gave him Jonnu Smith, who's a very proven, more than capable tight end. He don't have an outstanding offensive line. The only credible name is Teron Armstead, and everybody knows his history. So let's kill this notion about him having everything around him. He doesn't have it all. But I digress. His interview was very, very uplifting because at the end of the day, like Tua said, they asked him, how does he, handle criticism, not criticism, but I forgot how the first question was worded, but he basically said that he didn't care. He was like, you guys are interviewing me right now. He said, you think I care what you think about me? I don't. He said, being the highest paid employee in the organization, you have to know everything that goes on the field, and you have to have answers for what they come to you with. Basically saying you must know your job, the tackle, guard, left tackle, right tackle, running back, tight end, fullback, receiver 1, 2, 3, the strong safety, the free safety, both corners, your right outside linebacker, left outside linebacker, your left and right DNs, your D tackle. You gotta know everybody's job so that you can stay in constant attack mode to expose defenses as the season progresses. He's not gonna win all his games. No. With the talent they have right now, they should win 13 games this year. No doubt. He should improve by 2 wins from last season. Which instead of being 11-6, it should be 13-4. But he also said something very, like I said, very telling that shook a lot of people. He said that on this team they built the friendship to where now players are holding players accountable. Everybody holds everyone accountable. There is no one-man team anymore. There's no Tyreek, there's no Tua, there's no Waddle. It's our team. We're going to go as far as we all carry each other. Granted, yes, I'm the quarterback and I fall into the center of it, but we're only going to go as far as we carry each other. And if I can't come to you and say what you got to fix, and you come to me and say what I have to fix, then I don't need you. You can leave, plain and simple. People got upset with it. You get mad with him for speaking the truth, and he understands his fifth season in the NFL, the window for him to even reach a Super Bowl is closing. He understands that. He's not trying to be Mahomes or Brady or any of these quarterbacks you guys like to beat him across the head with. But he does understand over the next 2 to 3 years they have a chance to make at least 1 or 2 Super Bowl appearances and possibly win them both. With the way the contracts are structured right now, him, Waddle, and Hill locked up for the next 3 years guaranteed. Just about. So their window is closing, but the opportunity is still there to do something about it. And I think this season that's the primary focus, is to get to the Super Bowl. Yes, they want to win a playoff game. He already talked about that, but he said to end this drought and to end up in the Super Bowl. I'm paraphrasing that, but to end up in the Super Bowl is the goal. It's not just to win a playoff game. Everybody on this team is going to dedicate themselves to getting to that Super Bowl and winning it. And Tua is going to be the catalyst to make sure that happens. If guys getting their feelings, it is what it is. When Tua plays like shit, he wants to be called out. When Tyreek plays like shit, he's going to get called out. Waddle, Ramsey, Fuller, Holland, Poyer. The list goes on and on. Siller, Chubb, Phillips, Long. It don't matter who you are. You will be held accountable this season. We need to make sure that every time we step on the field, we will try to win. It's not about, oh, we'll get them down the road. No. Of course, you're not going to win every game, but hell, if you start off really solid, the first 7-8 games you go 7-1 or 6-2, you're already off to a great start. Now you got to implement that throughout the season and win enough games to where you can get home field advantage, to where they got to come down to Hard Rock Stadium. Fuck playing in the cold weather. That don't make you better. But I want to see how they do week 1. I want to see how they play Buffalo. But I love this new confidence tour. Well, for me, what I can't understand is when he was timid and quiet, people want him to speak up. Now he's speaking up, and now it's a problem. Pick a side and stay on it. And don't sit here and tell me that I'm not an objective fan, because I pretty much am. But I also understand how much of an opportunity this is for not only for the Dolphins organization, but for this fan base who, like they said, for the last 24 years have been a laughingstock. They haven't even won a playoff game. But now, instead of that being the focus, you want to focus on the fact that he's more confident. What is he supposed to be? Downtrodden? Depressed? How is that going to help you win games? I just want to know, how's it going to help you win games? If he can't constantly demand the best out of his players and vice versa, then how's that going to help us win? But I forgot, right? He's supposed to be timid and, humble. He's still humble. He's just sick of the bullshit. He's ready to go win. Not that he already got, I said that Kansas City game helped him tremendously. Because now that he got down to his belt, and he knows what it takes preparation-wise, and he understands the atmosphere in a playoff game, now he can go perform better the next time around. And as the level ratchets up with the rounds, he can get more and more prepared and more locked in until he reaches that destination, which will be the Super Bowl. But people beat him across the head because of his comments. Why does it matter to you? Are you his teammate? Do you have to suit up with him? No, you sit your dumb ass in the stands or at your house and flick your wrist to cut the TV on, and you watch him, and you wait for him to fail just to get your stupid ass on Twitter and talk about the kid, which he doesn't care about. But people like me are like, are you, with your own eyeballs and dug your words, did you not see him put up 400 some yards, 5 touchdowns with no picks? Yeah, but you know, 3rd and 1, he should have, you know, audible to run the ball and blah blah. Or that third and 3 play, or 3rd and 5, he missed Waddle when he was open. So he missed a few passes. Now that's your criticism, right? That makes sense. You know, he should not miss a pass all season long. He should be perfect. It's the stupidity that I just can't deal with. But Tua, I love the new side of you, man. I'm wishing you the best this season because I'm damn sure be cheering you on. And I'm hoping to God that I can see you play in the Super Bowl. Just so if you can win it, man, I got some names to call out, and I'm gonna write down my list. Don't let you make the Super Bowl and win Super Bowl MVP Tour. I got some people to call out. I really do. I got a long ass list. I'm gonna just read them off. Cause they're going to put some respect on your name, in the words of Birdman. But that's my take, guys. Let me know what you think about the newfound Tua. How do you feel about him with his confidence? Will it lead to more wins? And what do you think would be the turning point of the season for us this year? Actually, that's not a fair question, but I'm asking anyway. What do you think would be the turning point? Because like I said, I'm excited to see week 2 when we play the Bills, but give me your thoughts, guys. Like, let me know. They go eat dinner though, so I can lay down, because I got to get up early, make a trip to drop the mother-in-law. But like, comment, subscribe, guys. Thank you for watching the last few videos I have posted. I greatly appreciate it. If there's anything else I can post that would be better, please let me know.